Good morning. I'm Natalie Krol. I've been a professional sculptor all my life, and now I'm turned to singing. And it's my latest, most wonderful passion. My story's a fun story. When I was about 20 or 21 years old, I had great dreams of becoming a singer. Never studied singing and never did my music, but I thought, well, it would be great fun to be a singer. So my husband was taking piano lessons from a concert pianist, and he came early one day, and I sat down with him and I said, I would like to become a singer. He said, well, Natalie, sing a song. I said, all right, play Making Whoopee, and he could. Except that he played it up here, and so I sang it up there in this funny little voice. And he said to me, and I didn't know, to tell him to put it into a different key. So he said, well, I think that you should stick with your sculpting. And I did for many years. One wonderful day in 1986, my husband came home and said, Natalie, I have rented the Friars Club in Beverly Hills. You may invite 200 of your dearest and closest friends. And so I thought, wouldn't that be wonderful? I prepared a concert with 15 songs, sang with a band, and had the time of my life. But I was very busy with very large commissions in my sculpting field, and so I didn't pursue a singing career at that point. Now, I've been singing at the Pinecone Inn off and on. I started singing a song or two with Claire Willie when he played at the Pinecone Inn, and then recently Tandy Andrade, and I'd sing a song, and one night my husband said, I would like you to make a CD for me. Oh, I said I'd love it. He said, let's do one of my favorite songs, All of Me. Well, about that time, Tandy sold his home and went down to live in the Phoenix area. And a man named Douglas Keller, or known as Doug Keller, a lounge lizard from Las Vegas, who had played in Vegas for 20 years. In fact, just recently they honored him in Las Vegas for having been a successful musician, and they put him into the musical museum, the Las Vegas Musical Museum. So Doug said he could transpose the song in my key, and we went and we made a recording, and Jack was thrilled, and he said, that's my husband, and he said, I would love to have 12 songs on a CD. Unfortunately, we did the recording on Tuesday night, and he passed away on Sunday, unexpectedly, in fine health. Well, as a way of healing myself, I began singing. And it seemed to give me a passion for life that couldn't replace Jack, but stood beside it and kept me occupied. So the song I made is an honoring our wonderful marriage and our great love that we were fortunate to have had. And I call it Oh How We Danced, and the photograph on the cover is me in my wedding clothing. So this is my CD that I'm putting out to the public and saying it's for sale, and I would be very grateful and very happy if you would be interested in hearing it and perhaps purchasing it. Thank you very much.
Okay, so how long were you and Jack married?
We were married for, let's say, over 50 years.
So I assume you're over 60 then.
I'm over 60. I'm a senior citizen.
And tell me, it's not often that women start singing when they're over 60. A lot of times their voices sound old, and your voice doesn't sound old.
I'm blessed. I feel as though I've been given a gift and a second chance around at having a second career. I sing live every week now at the Pinecone Inn with Patty Bell, and I'm having the time of my life, and I'm hired help, and I love every minute of my time there. It's a wonderful, joyous environment, and my voice seems to be as clear as it was when I was young, only it's lower. It has lowered.
Can you sing a little bit for me right now? Just something a cappella really quick?
That's good. Let me think for a moment. I haven't warmed my voice up. All of me, why not take all of me? Can't you see I'm no good without you? How's that?
That sounds great. So let's talk about the Pinecone in just a little bit. You're there Thursday nights. What time?
Every Thursday night from 5:30 to 8:30. I sing a couple of sets. Patty sings a set. And it's just a joy for me to be there. Patty and Tim, the owners, are wonderful human beings. They've just made my life very magical.
And when you speak about Patty, you mean Patty Bell?
I mean
correct?
Patty Bell. But as Patty says, I'm not Patty LaBelle, I'm Patty Bell. And she's got a wonderful, wonderful voice and a marvelous presentation of her music. I also have filled the Pinecone Inn with my drawings. Being an artist and a sculptor, they purchased 17 pieces from me and hung them, and I'm just thrilled.
And let's speak about your art a little bit. Talk about the types of art that you create.
I create art from miniature, little pieces of jewelry, to monumental size. I put, at the time that I built a piece for Culver City, which is the heart of Screenland, I put the largest stainless steel sculpture in the world built by a woman that I put out into the public at that time. It was a 7-ton piece and it was 36 feet long. And let me see, it was 18 and a half feet high and 16 feet deep and weighed 7 tons. And that was a real achievement and I loved it. I have worked at a Mayo Clinic satellite in Austin, Minnesota. And they've been wonderful for my career. I have worked in Japan, worked in Mexico, Canada, in many places of the world, Paris. My work has been accepted gladly. Of the smaller or modest in-home size pieces, I have put over 850 individual pieces out in the world.
One of your favorite, fairly recent commissions was the one for Itzhak Perlman, correct?
Oh, that was such a wonderful, wonderful job. Yes, the committee for Itzhak Perlman coming to visit Prescott, Arizona, invited me to create a plaque to honor him as a man who would heal the world with the gracious gifts he was given. And I made a sterling silver plaque for him with all these figures on it, honoring him and the life he supports. And it was a wonderful joy for me to do that. And he was enthralled, and particularly because my gift was not a crystal bowl, but a piece of sculpture.
And you're pretty interested also in sharing your knowledge and all of your experience with other people. Tell us about your Wednesday afternoons.
I have a workshop on Wednesday afternoon. Well, it's Wednesday all day from 10 in the morning till 4 in the afternoon, and I have between 4 and 5 maximum people come in, and I teach them any of the disciplines that they are interested in learning about in the art field. Because of the vast knowledge I have, when I was in Los Angeles, I taught teachers how to teach art who would have 22 art programs underneath their belts. They'd go all over the county of Los Angeles, and it was a joy, and I have acquired tremendous knowledge in the art field. I do work here with the art docents in Prescott. If they have questions about certain specifics, I'm able to, if possible, fill in what they need to know.
Mm-hmm. So you teach line drawing and charcoal and all the way up to sculpture, is that correct?
Yes, all forms.
And can anybody sign up for these classes?
Anybody can sign up. Whatever level you're at is not important. I teach a person what they want to know. I won't teach them how to weld because we may go up in flames. But other than the welding, I will teach them drawing, painting, sculpting, any of the disciplines that are enjoyed in the field of art. And I will encourage them to express themselves. And the people who come to work with me come with a concept. They might want to learn basic drawing. They might want to do something advanced. It doesn't matter. I teach them how to do what they want to do.
Okay, thank you very much.
It's my pleasure. Thank you, Lynn.